Hello again. As I've said on this channel before, on more than one occasion, I'm not at all opposed to vaccines. The vaccines for polio and smallpox have saved countless lives in this country. That doesn't mean that I believe that the companies producing vaccines should be able to behave as they wish or ignore the law, obviously. I don't think that a Wild West type situation with the testing and use of vaccines is likely to benefit anybody. For this reason, I've been quite disturbed to hear about the tactics used by the pharmaceutical company Moderna, who of course produced one version of the COVID vaccine. They wished to test a new version of the booster for this vaccine on children, but found that neither the children nor their parents were very keen on the idea. This might possibly be because children and teenagers are nowhere near as much at risk of serious effects of COVID as are older adults. Moderna decided that the best way to overcome this reluctance was by sidestepping the parents and appealing directly to the children themselves, both with advertisements and WhatsApp messages. This in itself should have been enough to set alarm bells ringing, of course. Most parents feel that they are legally and morally responsible for their 12-year-old children, and that it is up to them if they wish for those children to take part in drug trials. I think most of us would agree with this view. The thumbnail to this video shows the image used in one of these advertisements. It shows a schoolgirl holding a cute little teddy bear and a certificate of thanks. In other words, if those 12-year-old children came along and allowed themselves to be injected with this experimental vaccine, the booster, they would be given a teddy bear and a certificate. This campaign was conducted in Bradford. Moderna has been fined £44,000 for this, but when a company's profits run to billions of pounds a year, this is hardly likely to discourage disreputable practices. Indeed, they were fined £14,000 last year for doing something even worse, which was approaching children as young as 12 directly via WhatsApp messages and offering them £1,500 each if they would agree to act as guinea pigs for a new COVID booster. As I say, I am not all opposed to vaccines, which have proved of inestimable value in reducing or even entirely doing away with some dreadful diseases. This doesn't mean, though, that I believe that big companies who produce vaccines should be able to act as they please, bribing children to test new versions of a vaccine. I'm rather surprised that this scandal has not been more widely publicised. In the description to this video, I give links to a few news items about this kind of thing that Moderna have been up to.